Hi guys, and welcome back to Reed's Readers with your host, Clinton Reed. And today, I'm bringing you a tag video that I found online. As you can see, I have a few books missing from my shelf. I am now going to be doing the aesthetically pleasing book tag, which was created by, I have my laptop here by the way, so if I look down, that's what I'm doing. It was created by Jen at Book Syrup. By the way, subscribe. Who created this back in May 25th, 2016, and there are 12 lovely things about aesthetically pleasing books! We all know we love a good aesthetically pleasing book. I'm going to set my laptop down right there so that I can look that way and read you the question and still be able to hold up the book. Are y'all ready to get in to this tag? And you're way too far away, so I'm going to bring this a little bit closer. I like that. Ooh, I'm backed up. So, prompt number 1 is best color combo on a book cover. This I thought long and hard. 2 books came to mind, and I ended up choosing only one for this. But I feel like the other one needs representation too. Hold on. My bad. So, instead of just one being having 2 responses, there will be 7. And for this best color combo, my first response is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. Can we talk about this gorgeous teal blue kind of, actually it's more of like robin's egg blue with the sepia, I think that's how it's pronounced, picture behind it. Just the color scheme all around on this book is just to die for. But it wouldn't be a video unless I mentioned this book, which I finished yesterday, mind you. Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. Can we talk about the pink and purple combination? On how it just goes right off. And it just like makes you want to be like, ooh, what's that book about? Listen. Prompt number 2 is best typography or font on a book cover. And as you can see, I have a certain book missing from back here. And that's because I went with Killing November by Adriana Mather. Is it me if I don't mention an Adriana Mather book in a book tag? Let's be honest. If you look closely at this lovely typography, to me it looks like chalk written on a blackboard, but in red chalk, which is kind of fitting for a school about assassins and spies. If you haven't read this, read it. P.S. Heads up. This could be the book pick for the Fall Into Reading-a-thon. It starts in September. Look at the aesthetic. Look at the gorgeousness. Prompt number 3 is best simple cover. The minute I read that, this is the first book that popped in my head. Because the cover just represents the story without being all over the place. And that is Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. On it you see a body of a boy and a little bubble. But there's no head, which is all about, it pretty much represents Blue to me in the story of Simon trying to figure out who Blue is. But also, I want to do a little shout out to the Oreos on the back cover. Like, aesthetically pleasing. Can we talk about it? Prompt number 4 is best endpages. And we all know I like my leather-bound classics. They're just gorgeous. you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4 in this. I went a little crazy because they're just so pretty. And for end pages, I went for the complete collection of Sherlock Holmes, which I'm hoping to start soon. You ready for the end pages? Oh, the orgasmicness of the simpleness of the end pages just being the simple bronze color, and you see a gun, a diamond, a snake, a pipe with smoke, a teacup, a paw print, and a diamond, and then one of each is in white. They're just so pretty. Side note, I don't know what's up with my lighting. It could be because the camera's closer. I don't know. Prompt number 5, best nap. And with that, I went with the Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer in the original Barnes & Noble's classic. I don't really like the new one. That's all that cream color. But let's talk about the map of ancient Greece and Italy. It's just stunning. And it also helps that this is the gorgeous end pages to a gorgeous classic that I read in high school. Love that map. Next is a best naked hardback. I thought and I argued with myself between these two books, but I couldn't not talk about both of them. First, we're going to go with Heartless by Marissa Meyer. Underneath is this gorgeous chessboard pattern of the red and the black with the queen symbol in the middle, and the fact that the spine goes up and down, and then the back has the jester. It's just so fucking stunning. I had to share it. But also at the same note, we all know one of my favorite books, The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. Ooh. And we go to one of the most gorgeous naked covers ever. The moon and the stars that wrap around, and there's stars on the back. As Jackie Monroe in Norman would say, in Oklahoma would say, reach for the stars, 'cause you'll never be one. Not with the Broadway babies sitting right here. Kidding, folks, kidding. Next is the best back cover. This and another book kept arguing back and forth, but the other one got for a different category. And for this, I love this one, where it's like best back cover, because we always ignore the illustrations on the back. And you know, like, people spend a lot of time designing a book. We should totally love a back cover. And for that, I went with the Barnes & Noble's classic, The Beauty and the Beast, this gorgeous pink, which I'm not a big fan of the front, but BAM! That back cover with the castle and the carriage and the clouds and beasts right here at the bottom. I also want the gorgeous end pages and the gorgeous, just aesthetically pleasing. Next is the best chapter headers. And I took a little note out of Jen's video, because I had already chosen this one when I read the numbers. I just wanted to watch hers just to see what kind of options she gave. So, because I needed a little help with a few of them, because, yeah. But I went with, just like her, I went with Harry Potter for nostalgic value. Because let's be honest, when you think of chapter headers, Harry Potter's the first one that comes to mind. Because each has their own gorgeous design. Oh yes, I know this book looks like it's never been read, but it has. I replaced my paperback, the hardback recently. And it's just, the chapter headers in this are so nostalgic and so, I had to add Harry Potter to the list because, like, duh. Let's be honest. People shooting off fireworks? Interesting. Next is best illustrations. And I went with one of the books that I received from Charlie. Ooh, ignore my laptop. And that is Poems to Live Your Life By, chosen and illustrated by Chris Rydell. Chris Rydell is my favorite illustrator to stories. And it kind of has sentimental value because of the first Fall Into Reading-a-thon. I met some of my favorite people via that, and they joined us, and I have some of the closest friends that I have now because we read The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman, and some people had like an illustrated copy, but even one that I had the Chris Rydell illustrations, but the whitewash balance is redonkulous. But his illustrations are just the best. You could open any page and see any of these illustrations and his style, and each one just fits the poem that it's connected. Like, oof. Good job, Chris. Good job, Chris. Next, we gotta go with number 10, Best Spine, which almost won for Best Back Cover, but hey. And this, I went with another Barnes & Noble's classic, The Alice in Wonderland and Other Stories by Lewis Carroll. Pretty much Lewis Carroll's complete collection. Almost. But The Spine, with Alice leaning into the small door with the painted roses and the Queen's crown up there and how it goes sideways. Just, oh, but I will mention the back cover is just as stunning. The front cover is just as stunning. The end pages are just as stunning. The silver foiled pages are just as stunning. Let's be honest. Just so pretty. And number 11, your favorite cover on your shelves. I thought about this long and hard. It's a book that I've put down a couple times because I'm kind of scared. But this cover is just amazing. And I have it displayed by my bed because, hello, it's me. And I didn't go with just the front cover. It's just like the whole book as a whole is just stunning and needs to be praised. So, like, let's be honest. I went with The Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kimmerer. Like, the shininess. It almost won for best typography because this is just stunning. The plants wrapping in, and you see all the thorns. And then the spine, and the fact that the thorns just follow around to the back. It's just so gorgeous. Now, prompt number 12 is to tag 3 friends. I couldn't narrow it down to 3. So I chose 7 lovely ladies that I would love to hear their answers to these. Because each one of us have our own unique tastes and differences, that it would just be very unique and awesome to see what they would come up with. First, I tag Mel from Completely Melanie. Girl, you got over 1,000 books. You can come up with some answers. I also tag Zoe from Your Book Nerd Zoe because we've seen her shelves and she has some pretty books. But then I chose Nikki from I Read Past My Bedtime because we have differences of opinions of things. And I would love to see what her responses would be to, like, best naked hardback, best back cover, chapter headers, illustration. She reads a lot of indie authors, so it'd be really cool to see if any of the indie authors she reads ends up on her list. 4. I tagged Charlie from Charlie Brooke because, hello, how could I not tag Charlie? She's the one that gave me my illustration book, and we have similar tastes, but we also have differences. And I can't tag Charlie without tagging Emily from Novelle Novels because it's me and I have to tag all my sisters. So, and also Charlie and Emily have differences of opinions when it comes to book aesthetics and stuff like that. Yes, they're sisters, but they're also very different. And I love each one equally for different reasons. You know? But this also wouldn't be a tag if I didn't tag 2 other amazing women that have their own unique take on books. One being Julie from A Hungry Bookworm, who reads a lot of completely opposite books than me, but some still are really appealing. You know, I feel like there's a video idea coming along where I read some of my favorite booktubers' favorite books. If you like that idea, comment it down below and let me know. And last but surely not least is one of my newest, fondest friends. I'm going to tag Simone from me, Simone, and I. I hope I said your channel name right, because every time I try to say it, I always butcher it. My bad. She reads completely different, the same. We read so similarly, but so differently, if that makes any sense. Would love to see her responses to it too. So yes, this is the Aesthetically book. Aesthetically pleasing a book tag. I will link the winner. I will link the original video down below, and I will link all the lovely channels I mentioned in this video that I tagged. And I will also put all the prompts down there because why not? Might as well make it look easy for you girls, because I want to know your answers. Sorry. Your boy's been watching Glee and listening to a lot of Broadway lately, so okay. But that's all I got for you guys today. Remember, kids, reading is what? Fundamental. Until next time, bye!